What is up, civil engineering students? I am so excited because I'm about to give y'all some true gems, some true good information today. I'm going to be telling you guys some of the best, yes, some of the best investments that you can make as a civil engineering student. You're going to want to stay tuned to the end because I will be giving some extra secrets that could really contribute to the success of your civil engineering career. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, thanks so much for taking some of your time to check out this video and my content. But before I get started, I have to do one specific thing. You are now a part of the Get Right family, so you got to show some love. So come here, come here, come here, come here. I got to give you a hug. Come here. So on this channel, it is my job to help get you right and to help you grow. So that's what I'm about to do. All right. So the number one investment for any civil engineering student is going to be Chegg. Now, Chegg, you're going to be able to use on any class that you take. That's any course. That's statistics, that's physics, that's your intro to engineering class. Like all your classes, you'll be able to use Chegg. Now what Chegg is just an online website where people post homework assignments as well as practice exams with all of the solutions. So you may not receive the exact answers from your homeworks and your tests, but you might get real close to what you're receiving. And almost 70 or 80% of the time, you're actually gonna get the same exact problems. That is crazy. So you definitely wanna take the time to invest in Chegg. It's gonna save you a ton of time when you're working on your homework assignments. So you wanna get that. So there are pros and cons to using Chegg. Some of the pros is that it's gonna save you a ton of time. You're gonna be able to see homework solutions as well as some test solutions. You'll also be able to see the step-by-step process that they use to get the answers, which is very beneficial when you're trying to understand different concepts for civil engineering. But some of the cons is that it costs, for one, I think it's like 20 or 15 a month, and you can't share accounts. So that's kind of a con, as well as some of the answers that people will place on Chegg are sometimes wrong. So you want to check the likes on the posts for the homework assignments so that it kind of reflects whether it's right or wrong. The more likes a post has, majority of the time it is going to be a correct answer. If it has like 100 likes and it's step-by-step solution and it makes sense and you can kind of understand what the person who posted this solution did, then it's probably right and you are able to use it as a study method. All right, so the second most important investment that you're going to need to make, and that is very important, is to get you a simple function calculator. I'm not talking about one that is able to graph and has extra features, just a simple calculator. And one good example that I have is, it looks like a TI 36X Pro. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, maybe not. But this is a good simple function calculator. And the reason that I say you'll need this is because some teachers don't allow you to use your TI 84 or 85 to do problems. One key class that I remember didn't allow me to use it was some of my engineering courses as well as my physics courses. So very important that you get you a simple calculator. Another reason that you need a simple calculator is because if you're planning to take the fundamentals of engineering exam or the FE exam, then you'll need a simple calculator, and they have regulations on that. And that will be something that you'll need to further your career in civil engineering. And so if you'd like to see a video on that, I did make a video in regards on how you can pass that exam. And so I'm gonna put it up in the card section for you to click on if you'd like to check that out. And so it is very, very important that you have a simple calculator. So the third thing that you're gonna need to invest in as a civil engineering student, and this is kind of different and I never really understood why, but it's engineering paper, and specifically green engineering paper. Now I know at UNC Charlotte, which is where I graduated from, that is the type of paper that was standard that you had to do your homework assignments on, as well as any take-home tests or things like that. So it's basically just like a graphing paper, and that if you write in the lines, I guess it keeps it a little neater. I don't know the reasoning behind the green engineering paper, but graph paper works similar, and some teachers will accept graphing paper as well for the homework assignments, but it's just something that I saw that was used a whole lot when I was having to turn in assignments. So you want to go ahead and load up on green engineering paper, and it's, for some reason, it's kind of expensive. So if they do, take graphing paper, then just buy or stock up on graphing paper. But if you have to do the green engineering paper, then I would say stock up, buy it in bulk, because a lot of assignments you're going to be turning in that will take multiple pages and you'll be running out of that stuff like crazy. So definitely want to go ahead and invest in some green engineering paper. And the last and final investment that you're going to need to make as a civil engineering student is going to be your own personal time. Your time is so important. And if you can invest some of your time into civil engineering classes, into how things are structured, actually learn the material that you're, studying quickly in a short period of time. If you invest some of your time, try to learn as much as you can. It will be very beneficial for you later down the road. And I say that because you're going to have to use some of the things that you're learning in the real world. So some of the things don't seem like it would be real world application, but the more you know, the better. So if you take the time up front to learn the stuff, you won't have to try to do it later on. So for me, of course, I talked about using Chegg and how it was a big help. So I overused Chegg, and I want to say, you don't want to do this. So I pretty much used Chegg to benefit me. I was able to turn in all my assignments. I was able to get things done very quickly. I was able to finesse and kind of get through my test. And so later down the road, I wasn't understanding all of the concepts. So then guess what? I had to begin studying for my FE, and I was wanting to actually get my FE so I would have a few more credentials when I was getting into the real world workforce. And so it took me 3 times to pass that test because I didn't have the basic gist of the concepts and I didn't invest my time up front. So what happened is I had to invest my time later on. So it just saves you a bunch of time to go ahead and invest your time and learn all the concepts that you need so that you're ready to move to the second portion of your life, which will be, going into your career and actually getting a job in civil engineering. So I don't want to throw out all these lists of investments that I think civil engineering students should be taking part in and not tell you exactly why or the reason why you should be doing these things. So all of these investments that I listed for civil engineering students, it is important because you will be able to save a ton of time and a ton of money. So for, let's say, Chegg, right? You have solutions, you have answers, it saves you a bunch of time, but not only does it do that, but it can also keep you from failing. So the way college works is that if you fail, a few courses, that can set you back a year. And so when you're saving your time, you're also saving your money, because if you fail courses, that means you're gonna have to be in school a year longer. I know from my college at UNC Charlotte, a year longer meant an extra $21,000. So that concept of go ahead and investing up front, paying that little $20 a month, $15 a month is way smarter and will benefit you a lot more if you use it correctly than failing the course, having to stay an extra year, and it just screws all types of things up. So these investments that I'm giving you are going to save you a ton of time, ton of money in the long run. It is my hope that this video was very beneficial for you. It is my goal to help you grow. But I don't want you guys to just take this information and run with it. Hopefully, you'll do me one simple favor, which is to like the video as well as subscribe so that YouTube and its algorithm is able to throw this video out to help other engineering students that may need to see this. So I really appreciate you guys for taking some of your time to watch this video. It is my goal to get roughly 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. So your one subscription really helps. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one.
Ask yourself, are you really where you want to be?